So one day, every week or two, I get the opportunity to work from home. And because of that, going through my morning ritual before I would normally head to the office. And because of all of that, being in the office for the first time since I started my new position back in November, I've decided that here's my normal kind of work loadout. And here are some work business appropriate bags. And then here is Momo. Hi, Momo. I thought, as I've been testing bags, different bag every day of the week, I've been using a different bag. I figured this would be a good time to show you and share with you my findings on some casual business bags for the workplace that won't break the bank and will also be a little stylish. So with all of that, let's get into it. Well, I got the morning routine done, but I broke my lapel mic, so now I'm stuck with this little box thing. So let's see what happens. Wow, that is not stylish. I'll be right back. Okay, change shirts. This should work. It'll work enough. Anyways. Yeah, let's talk about some business backpacks, right? So I've been in the office now and I've been testing some new ones, like I said. And I just want to lay it out. This is the layout that I use in all the bags. I use the same items every day in each bag to see how they would work and how they would function. And I just want to say right at the top, not every single bag was perfect for fitting all of these items. Actually, I found that depending on what you're going to be taking to the office or what you're using for work, or if you're using it to transport it from work back to your home for mobile workstation or whatever it might be, that certain bags fit a certain amount of items and a certain type of items better than other bags. None of these bags across the board is going to fit and be perfect for everything that I showed you on this table that I took personally, but they all did work depending on what kind of loadout I needed to use. So with that, what I've done is I've gone through and I've filmed taking and putting all the stuff inside each bag individually. I don't want to do that here just because I've got my English muffin and my coffee, and I just figured it'd be easier to grab the bags from behind me, talk about them, and then throw the clips of all the other stuff over the top. So with all of that, let's dive into this. Now, everyone knows that Menaul makes some of my favorite bags because they're very simple. I love the material, I love the look, and I love the feel. And this one, using it for the office, I found it worked really well. Not only could it fit my 15-inch ThinkPad, but it could also fit my larger keyboard and all of my other accessories for my computer, my jacket, both my tech kits, and had this nice quick access up here at the top for things like my wallet, my AirPod Pros, my phone if I needed it, and things like that. The one thing I like about the Menaul bag is, for one, it is very easy and it has a very spacious main compartment. That's the main key to this one right here, is that for me, I put the laptop in the laptop sleeve, which does have some extra organization here at the back. There are areas that you could, up here on the front panel, put little extra items. You can fit things like the tablet in the laptop compartment, and putting things like my keyboard, my jacket, my tech pouches, extra little organization bits up here at the top and down here at the bottom worked really, really well. The thing about this work bag for me is this one, to me, feels the most kind of business casual. This is the one, besides the other one from Menaul I'm going to show you that I also have. This is one that I feel like definitely blends really well with that casual, casual button-up, chino kind of workplace environment. My office is very, very, very business casual. I mean, there are people that show up in jeans and hoodies, right? I mean, on the other side of the spectrum, you have people that show up in suit and ties, where the important people are. That's not where I'm at. I'm not with the important people. I personally wear westernized button-ups, short sleeve button-ups, polos, things like that, with a nice pair of westernized chinos. I'm saying westernized because my whole closet is essentially westernized, and if I do wear jeans on Casual Friday, they're my Mott and Bow jeans with a nice polo, right? So for the most part, this look really it fits with that kind of business casual that a lot of people are going for in the workforce these days. Now, if you're someone that wears a suit and tie to work, I don't think any of these bags are really going to blend with that. You might as well just go get a crusty old leather briefcase that's $20 at Walmart and just roll with it, because it's pretty much all that really blends with a suit, in my personal opinion. But what I like about the Menaul bag, specifically the 3.0 daily, is that the quick access is really nice. So where I put these bags, I hang them up. I think I have a picture, I'll throw it up. I hang them up on like a little rack thing that I have for my little cubicle. So my bag is sitting there, so if I want to get into things, I like that extra organization up at the front, which is why a lot of these bags worked really well, is depending on where you're placing your bag when you get to where you're going, if you're taking things out and putting things into it and working from it, that also is a huge benefit. So not only is this Menaul very stylish, it has great organization on the inside, it is also super comfortable. I really like the Menaul bags. I think that they are extremely comfortable, extremely versatile, and they blend really well. I've taken these things on hikes, I've taken it into the office, I've taken it out for photography. I will say this, I should have said this up at the top. All the bags I'm going to mention, I will link my full in-depth reviews about the actual bags down below in the description. So if you want to check those out and get more information other than what I'm just showing you here, they can. I go a lot more into detail, a lot more footage and extra things like that. All of these bags I have reviewed, and all of them I stand behind as being really solid and good bags. These are actually some of my favorite bags. But the Menaul Daily 3.0, I think, is the staple of the workplace environment. To me, when you come to like the casual, like kind of bags that necessarily aren't geared towards it, but could easily work for it. This is also going to be the most expensive bag on this list, so that's why I'm doing it first. This one is definitely pricey, but I love it. It's easily one of the best bags that I've ever used in this category. Do you hear that? Can you hear that? Okay, the next one I want to talk about real quick is the other one from Menaul. Now, this is the smallest bag, and this could not fit everything that I had in here. This could actually only fit like my laptop, my jacket, the tech pouches, and some extra small organization items here at the front. But it honestly worked really well. I think this is also a very streamlined, very casual workplace bag. I like this one. It's not technically a roll top as much as it is. It just has like the little nipple clips, and then it full unzips, right? And you get this whole shebang shabaddle in here at the front. And there's not a lot. There's extra organization bits on the inside, and there's the two little pockets on the outside that have organization as well. Could fit, like I said, like my laptop, extra items, and some smaller things. It could not fit like my full-size keyboard, as well as my work folio, and some of my extra stuff just didn't quite make the cut in this. Also, no outside water bottle pocket. I should have said that on the Menaul 3.0. There's also not an outside water bottle pocket. And I take essentially two water bottles to work. I take the one that I showed you in the beginning on the table. This is like my everyday canteen from James Coffee Company because I really like owls. I love owls. I don't know what it is about owls. Maybe they can turn like their head all the way around. But James Coffee Company I love because their logo, or one of their logos, is also an owl. And then I also am taking this to work. This is my coffee mug that I take to the workplace because I can wash it in our little like cafeteria kitchen sink or whatever. So this, I'm usually carrying this in, but by the time the day is over, I'm not carrying this anymore because it's empty. So they're both going in a bag. So unfortunately with this one, there is no outside water bottle pocket, but I really like this one just because I feel like it's very streamlined. If you're not taking a lot to work, this definitely 100% fits kind of that workplace environment. If you guys remember, if you saw my video with my best friend Mark, where we did the cross-country road trip, at the end of that video, I said, hey, enjoy your bag. I actually bought him one of these and gave it to him because he was finishing up college. He's quite a bit younger than me. He's like 4 years younger than me. So he was finishing up college and he was just getting his first big boy job. Super proud of him. Doing something, I don't know what he does. So he needed something that kind of fit both of those roles. And so I bought him one of these and he loves it. It's like, he'll text me about it all the time. Like, I love that bag. So it's funny that some of my people that know me pretty closely, I'm starting to get them to like bags a little bit more, where they're actually like looking at him and being like, maybe this isn't. So anyways, this is just another really good one. I really like the stylish look. It's very comfortable. It's very small. It's very streamlined. I think it works really well in the workplace environment. And I think it definitely keeps that aesthetic. Now, with that being said, on the lines of aesthetic, not all of these is going to have that workplace aesthetic. And I'll just grab the one that I think definitely doesn't have a workplace aesthetic, but I still super like because I love this company. I think this is a great bag. Alpha 19er Evade 1.5, right? 100%, not quite the workplace look, but a super functional and really good workplace bag. And here is why. Like I said, I hang my bags up on like a little hook. This has this nice, super nice front admin pocket that's also customizable because you can actually pull this out because it has Velcro. And in here, you can fit things like pins, wallets, phones, headphones, small items, notebooks. It is perfect for those little EDC, little business items that you need they all fit in here really well. And no matter where you are, even laying this bag down, you have easy access to all. What is this? What is this motion? I don't know what this is. This is, I didn't mean to do that. You have a key clip. You have plenty of organization in this front pocket, right? This is one of the most organizable and like customizable front panels on probably all the bags I'm going to show you. This has the most external organization. And for me, that was a huge, huge plus because I personally like staying extremely organized. My desk is very minimal. I don't have a lot. I have like 2 pictures on my desk, a little thing for pins, and then it's just like my monitors and my computer, right? So I like a very clean, streamlined, minimal, no clutter desk. Okay, so for me, having this organization in my bag, so when I'm done for the day, it's all still there, because a lot of what I do is hybrid, right? I do a lot of stuff at work, but then I use a lot of the same things that I'm taking at work, and I use them in my everyday life for like my side hustles and YouTube and stuff. I'm always, one of the pouches in the video that I took of the stuff I'm using, my little wandered case is actually my mobile filmmaking kit, right? So I'm bringing that with me everywhere. So having those items, depending on what you want to bring with you and what you're using and what you're taking, having a front panel organization like this at the workplace is really good. Now, maybe this bag doesn't fit the aesthetic that you would like for that, and that's totally fine and completely understandable. You know, for me, coming from a military background and working with a lot of veterans at my company, a lot of them are like, oh yeah, that fits them. Like that's what they would use, you know? So super love that. Also, you have this nice quick fleece lined pocket up front. One of the things you'll notice is absent from my list of things that I take is sunglasses. That's because I leave them in my car because I'm deathly afraid of them like getting lost or anything like that. So I don't wear them into the building. One of the things that I also use is like my ID badge that has, I left it out because it has my company's name in it. I just don't want people to know where I work because it'd be really easy to find me. So, you know, that usually like goes around my neck to get in the door, and then it goes in my bag until I leave the next day, unless I'm leaving the building for any reason. But usually I don't, because I just do everything inside the building. I don't really need to leave. So nice quick access. And then the one thing that I really like about this bag specifically is the way that the front panel opens, right? So you can go all the way down and it does like a clamshell kind of opening, and plenty of room in here for my laptop because it's tall, my jacket, my tech pouches, any extra organization that I might want can fit on the front panel up here. And on top of that, I've got hooks. I haven't wanted to hook anything. This interior is just really nice. It's really nice. It's comfortable. I really like this bag. The only thing that I had a complaint about this bag, well, I wouldn't even call it really a complaint, is that the last time that I used it, it got kind of heavy with a full loadout because this harness system is no joke. It's very comfortable, and I love that. I love that it's comfortable and rigid and like rust. It's just like it's a harness system. You know what I mean? Like. This is chaotic right now. I should not be filming this early. Usually I film my videos at like 9 o'clock at night. 7 o'clock in the morning is not a fan. But the Alpha 1 Niner bag I really like also has dual water bottle pockets, which is super convenient for me because I can put both of my canteens or water bottles in there. Also, you have this mesh or this like elastic bits at the front for extra items if you wanted it to. Again, not quite the business look, but definitely a good business bag. And I really like that company. Shout out to Alpha 1 Niner. Just love that guy over there and what he's doing. Right, so the next one is probably the most like business-oriented kind of bag, and that is the Black Ember Shadow. This comes in a 22 and a 26 liter. I will be showing you the 22 liter because I did not think ahead. I should have gotten the 26, but this one is not only very much that streamlined kind of all black, slick office kind of look to it. It is very minimal on the outside and loaded with good organization on the inside. So here at the front, you have their front panel, right? And it's just got like your typical organization bits. This is a good one to put like notepads, phones, keys, wallets, things like that. This is the only kind of quick access, easy access you're gonna get on the outside of the bag. It works really well. I found that in here, just putting like small notebooks and like my keys and my headphones and things that I'll want to immediately have when I get to my desk, so I can plug in my headphones and not listen to anybody, work really well. Another thing that I like about this bag specifically is its ability to pretty much, if you notice the zippers on this, right, they go almost all the way down. So this thing, like, it opens, right? It opens like the gravel travel torture kit. Like it's fully sprawled out. The only downside to that is that the location of this is like the big selling point on the Shadow, which is like their little accordion built-in tech kit, which works really well, honestly, especially for like, you know, doing work stuff. This is really good to put extra things. You don't want to put super bulky items. I mentioned that in my initial review. Bulky items, not a good idea, but this does work in terms of like extra little, like my power charger, maybe like my mouse, maybe some extra cables and some dongles and stuff. The only thing I will is if you do open this thing like all the way up, that weight from that on that side will make that thing plop so hard. So just be careful with that when you're opening it. But in traditional Black Ember style, which I mean, the Forge was one of my favorite bags that I used last year, this has some really nice organization. You've got mesh guy, zipper guy, just very basic. And then on this side, you got a spot for the laptop and my workfolio. And what's in my workfolio is an extra notebook, because I just love notebooks, and then my iPad. I always bring my iPad in case, you know, sometimes I like to write out my notes on my iPad and then send them to my work computer, and then, you know, whatever, I don't know. I take a ton of notes. I'm not even kidding. When it comes to like my notebooks, I'll fill up like one of those like big legal pads in like a week with notes and like formulas and things that I'm doing. I go through them a lot. If my company didn't provide them, I'd be broke. I'd have to like start like a GoFundMe just to fuel my notepads that I need, because it'd be such an expensive habit. But overall, right, the Black Ember bag, it fit pretty much everything that I wanted it to fit. And overall is a really solid and streamlined bag. It's pretty comfortable. The harness system can rub you a little bit the wrong way, depending on, you know, your frame. But I mean, I don't know. Overall, I like this one because it's extremely waterproof. It's weather resistant. It's very simple. It is very basic, but it also works really well because it has the enough organization to make it work, and it also can fit enough. I would go with the 26 liter personally. If you're like teetering on size wise, I just feel like the 22 is just not quite big enough for me. So I wish I could call up Black Ember and be like, hey, can I exchange this for if you're watching Black Ember, can I exchange this for a 26 liter? But yeah, really big fan of Black Ember. I mean, Black Ember just makes some really solid products. I also didn't split this up by brand, so I just realized I have some duplicates in here, but that's okay. The next one that honestly was one of my favorite like minimal day packs that I used last year is the battery supply wren. Right, this one actually is probably, now that I'm done testing all of these, the most practical one for me to use, just based off of size and how much of the stuff I would actually take to and from work on a daily basis. This was kind of just like the most that I would ever take, just to kind of show you the capacity of these bags. So this isn't necessarily what I would take every day, but this one, what I like about it is you've got a water bottle pocket. It's very minimal water bottle pocket, but it will fit your standard water bottle. And you've got this nice pocket up here at the front that is great for some extra items. This is where I end up putting like extra notebooks. I mean, it's the same items all the time, right? I'm gonna be saying the same items because it's the same item list that we're pulling from. I like this because there's not like any extra like really built-in organization down there, but you can do it with magnets or you can zip it. And I found just leaving it unzipped and using the magnets to get it in and out works really well for kind of a minimal quick access. Another thing I like about this one is that if you have any of their attachments like the aux port, I think it's called the aux kit or aux port or something, it has the ability we can latch certain items on the front of this for extra organization depending on the accessories from Boundary Supply themselves, right? This opens up to a very simple, this is your laptop. You can attach any of the fid lock or nipple clip attachments, again, that Boundary Supply has. They made this very customizable in that sense, where it's a very simple backpack, but if you have any extra of their accessories that may be used on the Errant or the Prima or any of their other bags, they will work on this one. I have the port kit, and the extra tech kit can work right here, which is something that I think pairs really well. And then just a basic interior main companion, or geez, words, hard today. And then on the front, you have a little bit of extra organization in this little zipper guy with another attachment point if you have their key clip. Right? What I like about the wren, and I said this and I praised it in the original review for them, is it is what a basic, simple backpack should be in 2021 or 2020 when this came out, right? Because, and the reason I say that is we have a lot of basic backpacks you can get at like Walmart and Target that are like 20, 30, 40 bucks, whatever, right? This is like 120-ish. So again, not like super affordable, but also for the price tag and for the basic backpack look that's good for work, that's good for the gym, that's good for school, that's good for EDC, it is gonna hold up twice, 3 times, maybe even 4 times as long as that cheap backpack that probably has the same amount of everything that you would get at like Walmart, right? So for the price tag, it's gonna
last really long. And I really like just how basic and simple. This is like a back to basics looking day back. And to me,
I love it. To me, it works really well, and I'm super happy with it. So for me, for the workplace, I think this one does a really good job, and I think you'd really be impressed with how well it actually works in that environment. It's gonna be a long video. I haven't done a long video in a while. I got a couple more to get through. The next one is another one from Boundary Supply, and honestly, now that I'm looking at all these that I've used in the last like week or so, this one was also really good. It's gonna be tough to pick one to use. I might just keep cycling through because they all worked really well. This one, for one, look-wise, fits in really well. Comes in the same blue color that I just showed you. Comes in a tan color. Comes in this black. I think they have it in X pack now as well. Look, this is like one of the greatest day packs that's pretty much out there. I know tons of people that have this bag that are in the community, that are in like the bag world and everything, that really love it. And honestly, there's a lot of good reasons and a lot of reasons in general to like this bag. For one, loaded with organization. First things first, on the side here, a nice little side compartment that fits extra little items. I really like this. I dig it a lot. It is really easy and nice to customize and organize in there. I enjoy this side pocket. On the other side, you've got the water bottle pocket, which again, fits the water bottle. That's all I care about. Pretty much that's it. You've got this little guy here. I was just looking at it, I got distracted. This is so if you don't want to zip it all the way down, you can clip that. It doesn't really matter. Then you've got the laptop compartment, right? Bam. Organization will fit my workfolio, will fit my big laptop, can be secured. If you don't want it to be secured, you don't have to have it be secured. Also gives you, if you don't want to go through the main, like the up top bit, this is the main compartment as well. Extra organization bit up here with some mesh for some dimension, which is perfect for extra pouches and extra items. Specifically what I used this for was all my little work accessories. I really found that works really well. And then like I put like power bricks and things down there, because one thing that you'll notice that's absent from my list of items is like any kind of laptop chargers, because I have a docking station that does it for me. So less items to bring. You can fold this up, right? It has the little nipple clip attachments, or you can zip it if you wanted to. Hidden is what would be your quick access compartment, which is why the side option that I showed you is way better for quick access, because this, if you have to undo this and then unzip, or if you leave it unzipped, get what you want and then clip it back. The only downside to this bag that I've always said and will continue to say is that if you don't have this packed out, sometimes getting this to latch on both is a little bit of a time consumption. Not like a lot, like an extra couple seconds. It's not as quick as I think some people would like, you know, but overall not bad. And then inside here you have the option to add more attachments for Boundary Supply, and then you just got this main chasm. And for me, this bag could fit everything I had, and I still had some space left over. This thing is super, super spacious. It's comfortable. It works really well. Honestly, I'm a pretty big fan of the way the Boundary Supply ones are. You even have the ability, if you were bringing, say, like gym clothes to go to the gym after the office, there's a compartment down here at the bottom that if you unzip this, you can actually have a spot to put like extra clothes, like put a packing cube and an extra pair of shoes. You can put your gym clothes in here, right? Or any extra clothes or whatever maybe you would want. One of the things that Boundary Supply also has is like a thermal insert that will fit in here. I think it fits in a couple of their bags. So if you wanted to bring, I don't know, lunch, and you didn't want to use the fridge, that's an accessory you could get. I don't have it personally, but you could get that. I just feel like there's a lot of ways you can use this bag and utilize its full potential that work really well. And for me, it was quite a joy to use, and I'm a big fan of it. And that's why it's in this list. All right, the last one I'm going to talk about is the bag that gave me this whole idea. This is the Able Carry Day Pack, right? Big fan of this one. Made from X Pack, super durable, very comfy. One of the bags that I really enjoyed using on my little waterfall adventure that I did when I made this video. Not a lot on this bag. Again, very simple organization. Here at the front, nothing in here except for just an open compartment, right? No extra little organization bits, no extra organization slots, no external water bottle. So I actually found that putting my water bottle in here, because of where it sits, worked pretty well, and I could still put like a tech pouch or something in there if I really wanted to. And overall, that front compartment worked really well for things like that. You can also I also was able to put like my iPad and my work folio in this front compartment as well, because there is a sleeve in the main compartment for a water bottle. It's a little small, so it doesn't quite work the way I would like it to, but basically it's a very simple, again, very simple design. Laptop, extra organization bit, plenty of space in the main compartment for like that jacket, that Westernized jacket. And the only reason I bring a jacket, I know it's summer, is because sometimes the office gets cold and maybe I want to put on a jacket. Has that happened? No, but the day it does, I'll be prepared, and that's what matters. And then you have like one organization bit and then like a little, I don't even know what you're supposed to put in this one. But again, not a lot to it. And then you have like a quick access here at the back, up at the top. Comfortable harness system, overall good organization. And again, that streamlined kind of work look, I feel like fits with this one just because of the X-Pack material, the all black, sleek aesthetic, not a lot of travel drag, not a lot of dangly bits. It works really well. Plus Able Carry makes some incredible products. I've definitely got to get more from them because their Able Carry Max and this daypack are pretty darn good. That Able Carry Max, like, I probably need to do an updated favorite travel bag video just because that Able Carry Max, I didn't have it at the time, and the more I think about it, the more I'm like, that's a good one. That's a real good one. So again, this one's pretty solid and I'm a big fan. And I believe that takes us to the end of my list. So again, are these like the best bags you can get out there? There's plenty of bags out there that I don't currently have my hands on that I know are good for work, that I've seen other people talk about and I've seen other people use. Bellroy is a good example. They have some really good bags like the Tokyo Drift Pack, or their like campus backpack. Those are really good bags that they have geared kind of towards the workplace. They even have one that's called like the work transit bag, right? I'm working on getting some of those from them just a little bit in between, you know. Finally did move, as you saw, if you saw my last video where I was talking about the COTS bag. Finally moved, finally set up. This is what you're gonna get from now on for me. Very simple with my 1-bedroom apartment in the background, which is great. Also, it's really nice to record in the mornings because my partner's not here and I don't feel like they can hear me, which is super nice. But these are just some really good bags that I use for work. Now, my collection isn't as big as it used to be. I've actually gotten rid of quite a few of my bags. So there are some bags on that I don't have anymore that I've reviewed that would probably make this list. One of them being the Wander Duo, another one being the Boundary Supply Prima, and another one that I would probably mention and just throw out there would be the Black Ember Forge. So with all of that being said, hopefully I'll be able to fix my lapel mic. Hopefully the audio on this isn't terrible. I should have tested it before I got 31 minutes into this. But thank you guys so very much for the love and support you give this channel. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about any of these bags, or you'd like to know more, or I didn't show you enough, just let me know in the comments below, or you can shoot me an email, odiematthewsbags@gmail.com, or on Instagram @odie_matthews. And if you want any additional footage or photos or anything like that, or any extra that maybe I glossed over in this video that you were hoping I would expand on, hit me up on either of those platforms. I'm always checking them, and I will go into depth of whatever I miss. That's always my promise and my guarantee. These videos are not scripted. I just sit down and just hit record and see what happens every single time. We've made it this far. That's all I got. So if I can offer anything else on those platforms, just let me know. If you could leave a like, subscribe, all that good nonsense. Again, thank you so much for the love and support. I like to say that multiple times. Other than that, that's all I got today. See you next time.